Nominated for 9 Tony Awards, including Best Musical and Juliet. The new hit where life after Romeo is everything. Variety raves. It's exactly the show Broadway needs right now. Tickets at AndJulietBroadway.com.
And now the 1010 Winds AccuWeather 4-day forecast. Meteorologist Brian Thompson now with this live report.
And Larry, we do have some clouds that are starting to move on in from the north and west. There will be more of those as the evening goes on, and we're going to continue to see some showers develop. Watching on 1010 West South Parade, we have a shower that's right along the Orange-Putnam County line up into the Hudson Valley. There's a few more up toward the Catskills as well that are moving to the south and east. So we'll have some clouds this evening, even a thunder shower in spots. It will turn out mostly clear, blustery, and chilly into the overnight hours. Low 48 in the city, closer to 40 in some of the coldest northern and western suburbs. Breezy and cooler tomorrow despite sunshine. High 67, mainly clear and chilly tomorrow night, low 53 in the city. It'll be into the 40s in most suburbs. A nice looking day on Friday, sunshine and a few clouds, high 72, and then partly sunny heading into Saturday and Sunday, high temperatures into the mid-70s. It looks dry into Memorial Day as well. Looks like the showers should largely stay off to our south. High temperatures near 80 on Monday in most areas, but close to 70 at the beaches. Right now we have hazy sunshine at 76 in Midtown. We're going down to 48. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Brian Thompson on New York's weather station. 1010 Winds on 92.3 FM.
And we're back in just a moment. Winds News Time, 4:14.
Do you hear that? That is the sound of BMW performance without a single piston or cylinder. A generation of all-electric vehicles designed and built like no other. The BMW iX, i7, and i4 revolutionize every drive into a thrilling opportunity to feel the pure rush of BMW 100% electric. But isn't that what you could expect from the ultimate electric driving machine?
It's a 2024 BMW iX X550 for $999 per month. Visit TriSafeBMW.com.
Hi, this is Karen Stewart. Sloman's Home Security is giving away a free doorbell camera, free home security system, and professional installation when you use their low-cost central station monitoring. Call 833-933-SAFE, and Sloman's will give you a free doorbell camera that connects directly to your smartphone with installation of your Sloman's Shield. System includes LED touchscreen, motion detector, 3 contacts, backup battery, and a professionally installed video doorbell camera. Call now, 833-933-SAFE. That's 833-933-SAFE.
Winds News Time, 4:15. Back to the book ban thing now. Out of Florida, one school has banned its elementary students from reading Amanda Gorman's poem, The Hills We Climb. That's the speech she read at Joe Biden's inaugural. This is a part of the poem that was cited as the reason that they banned it.
We've learned that quiet isn't always peace, and the norms and notions of what just isn't always just is.
So that poem was one of several works banned by the Miami-Dade County School after a single challenge by a parent, one parent, who complained that that passage you just heard referenced critical race theory. Ms. Gorman's response to it, quote, "I'm gutted. Because of one parent's complaint, they banned my poem," she added. And let's be clear, most of the forbidden works are by authors who have struggled for generations to get on bookshelves, many of them queer or non-white voices. Ms. Gorman adds, since she delivered the poem, she's gotten countless letters and videos from children of all races inspired to write their own poems. A new bank rate survey says 4 out of 10 of us have a side hustle. 44% believe they'll always need one. We deliver pizza, we do dog walking, whatever it takes to make ends meet. It's a way for people to make extra cash outside their regular 9-to-5s. And don't get it twisted. For many people, these extra funds aren't for fun, folks. That money is needed to pay that light bill. Ted Rossman is a senior analyst.
People are side hustling out of necessity. That's the most common explanation for how people are using the money, simply to pay for day-to-day expenses. I think it's admirable that people are putting in the extra time and effort to make this extra money, but I think it's too bad that they're not really getting ahead.
Bankrate says the average side hustle is bringing in about $800 a month. And it's not just low-income workers who are doing it either. With inflation and things as crazy as they are right now, they say middle-income folks are finding it necessary too. There's a guy in Kentucky you might want to hook up with since you need a little extra money. He's thanking his lucky stars and his gas tank for riding him around on fumes just enough to make it to a filling station.
Michael Schlemmer says that when he stopped at the convenient food mart on Highway 25, he spent $20 at the gas pump and some of the other 20 he had in his pocket to purchase a scratch-off lottery ticket. It revealed the automatic symbol that indicates the top prize of $1 million. He says he and the store owners jumped for joy. Schlemmer opted for a lump sum payment. After taxes, he took home about $616,000. $1,000.
Deborah Rodriguez, and I'm sure you're thinking, why doesn't stuff like that happen to me? That'll keep his gas tank filled for a little while, though, right? 618,000. When's news time? 418.
Hey, it's Reese from Fave Realty. Who's Reese from Fave Realty? Only one of the biggest real estate brokers in New York, period. Listen closely to what I have to say, as this could affect you and your home. The real estate market is changing daily, with interest rates moving up at the fastest pace ever. Get a free evaluation of your home before it's too late. Call 800-746-4300. That's 800-746-4300. You need the plan now more than ever. Distress sale, estate sale, short sale, and foreclosure have an auction date that needs to be stopped. We will assist you with free information, giving you all the options to make an informed decision. Call 800-746-4300. One mistake could cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars. How about this? If you're in a situation where you owe more than your house is worth, upside down, underwater, and need to negotiate with the bank, we will help get your house sold, mortgage forgiven, and walk away debt-free with thousands in relocation. It costs you nothing. Don't let the bank take your home. Call me, 800-746-4300. That's 800-746-4300.
When you open your hopper, you don't fill it with just any hardwood pellets, right? You fill it with Kingsford 100% hardwood blend pellets. Made right here in the USA with North American ingredients and a 100% natural hardwood blend, Kingsford pellets can be used on any pellet grill and add delicious smoky flavor to any meal. Kingsford's the name you trust for the low and slow cooking you crave. So look for Kingsford 100% hardwood blend pellets. Kingsford.com.
Staples has everything your business needs all in one place. Shipping supplies and services, so you can fill orders from all over in one stop. Plus professional print and marketing services at your fingertips. And now during Staples Small Business Deal Days, when rewards members spend $100 or more, they get $20 back in rewards plus another $10 back with the Staples Connect app. And you'll find new deals in store every week on tech, shares, and shipping supplies. Get everything for your business for less at Staples. Rewards offer ends 5/27. Limit 1, redeemable in-store only.
The relentless pursuit of the stories that matter to you. We are 1010 Wins.
All news, all the time. This is 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
We'll give you hazy sunshine and 76 degrees here at 420. I'm Larry Mullins, and here's what's happening. She was simply the best, better than all the rest. Who did not love Tina Turner? And now she's gone. The world will turn up and turn out to bid her farewell. The legendary artist passed away last night at her home at the age of 83. Back here, a big truck fire in Eastchester had people scrambling early this morning, wondering what in the world is going on here. The truck carrying flammables with so much heat they had to shut down a subway train. A couple of counter-protesters detained today during a support rally for Daniel Penny. Penny's the ex-Marine at the center of that subway chokehold incident, which left a strap hanger dead. We'll have details on that. And some big doings on the Brooklyn Bridge today as well. Mayor Adams celebrating the 140th anniversary of what used to be called the Great East River Bridge. I didn't know that. And Governor Hochul riding a 4 and 5 this morning, speaking at an MTA board meeting, highlighting budget investments in public transit days after the agency proposed price hikes for riders. 1010 Wins AccuWeather, brisk and chilly tonight. We'll get down to a low of 48 degrees on this Wednesday night. Wednesday News Time 421 from the Mercedes-Benz of Edison.com traffic center now. Here's Greg Wright.
Yeah, getting a little stickier across the Upper East River. The Whitestone Bridge just awful in either direction, especially trying to get out of Queens. The northbound Van Wyck-Whitestone combo loaded from the LIE. Queensbound Whitestone's a mess all the way across, and we're getting word of a crash closer to Queens on the Queensbound span. Throgsneck, while not perfect, especially Queensbound, is going to be better either way. Once you're in Queens, lesser of two evils is the Clearview. Southbound Cross Island off of the Throgsneck bad all the way down to UBS Arena. Citybound George, 30 up, 20 down. Southbound Eagan with the mess from the west 230s. Probably the best you've got getting out of town. Lincoln Tunnel, it's about 20 in, 30 to 40 out, 40 to 60 at the outbound Holland, 20 to 30 in from the Skyway. Better off the Newark Bay Extension. Extra crowded on Staten Island. A westbound expressway bunch from the bridge over towards the area of South Avenue. Southbound West Shore also jammed up into Victory Boulevard. They just got rid of a breakdown in the southbound New Jersey Turnpike car lanes near the Goethals. Truck lanes are still better from Newark Airport on down as everything starts to thin out in the area. Garden State Parkway loaded up north from Clark Township towards 145. Southbound a mess out of Bloomfield coming back to Cranford. Traffic is sponsored by Mercedes-Benz of Edison.com. I'm Greg Rice, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
Go to Mercedes-Benz of Edison. Experience car buying the Ray Catino way, and you'll see why they were awarded Dealer Rater's 2023 Mercedes-Benz Dealer in New Jersey and Dealer of the Year for the Mid-Atlantic region across all brands. Visit Mercedes-Benz of Edison.
By now, you have heard the news, folks, and it is not good news. We lost another giant today. The world reacting to the death, the loss of legendary singer Miss Tina Turner. America's love for Tina Turner goes back decades, from the time she burst onto the scene with her then-husband Ike Turner, giving us songs like Rollin' on the River, to the tumultuous and violent breakup, and then her triumphant return with a song like What's Love Got to Do With It? Tina Turner passed away last night at her house in Switzerland, where she and her husband had landed on a $70 million estate, it says here. She'd been ill for a long time, says her manager. She simply got tired and just slept away. Turner will be remembered for the many hits and videos she gave us over the years, dating back to the 1950s. She was the queen of rock and roll, some say the first bona fide female rock star, with her trademark hair, her grovelly voice, and her muscular figure, characterized in the movie What's Love Got to Do With It with Angela Bassett. There will never be another Tina Turner, folks, gone in at the age of 83. Back here in town, a crazy morning as people headed for work in Eastchester after a truck went kablooey right there on Dyer Street near Light and Connor. Flames so intense they had to shut down the 5.
The truck was carrying epoxy and propane. The propane did not ignite, but the epoxy did, leaking out of the truck and igniting the parked vehicles. Sydney owns 3 of them.
And when I came outside to go to work, I seen the flame. I said, oh my gosh. I ran down the block to try to call my brother to let him see we could move the cars in time. But it was catching so fast. It was moving so fast.
The fire burned right next to the elevated 5 train near the Eastchester Dyer Avenue station. Battalion Chief Pat Nevins.
There was no damage to the subway. Just they stopped train traffic as a precaution.
For how long?
Probably about an hour.
No word on the cause of the fire. No one was hurt. Roger Stern, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM in Eastchester, the Bronx.
In other news, police are looking for the 3 people who committed a homicide back on May 10th, specifically a 16-year-old girl shot in the head about 8:30 p.m. This was in front of 12114 Lucas Street. They ran off heading westbound on 122nd Avenue. Claudia Quanti of 126th Avenue in Queens died. No word on if she even knew these people. It would take me an hour to read off the description of these suspects, all 3 wearing masks and dark-colored hoodies. However, there are pictures of them on our website at 1010wins.com. If you recognize them, police want you to call Crime Stoppers at 800-577-TIPS. Checking the roll call, it's 75 degrees in Thornwood right now. Newark, you've got 76 degrees. I'd say you're the hot spot, but we've got the same temperatures outside our place, 76 degrees. We'll get down to 48 degrees tonight with a hazy sunshine. AccuWeather tells us, though, that haze should burn off after a little rain that's coming in overnight, and we should have a beautiful day as we lead up to the Memorial Day weekend, starting this Friday with the high, so what is it, 72 degrees for a high on this Friday. So we'll have more later with the complete AccuWeather forecast. Wednesday news time, 426, and now Bloomberg Money Watch. Here's Andrew O'Day.
Losses of about 0.75% for Wall Street's main indexes. Analysts say you can trace much of it, maybe most of it, maybe nearly all of it, to the debt ceiling standoff in Washington, still without a deal. Dow fell 256, Nasdaq fell 76, S&P 500 down 30. The baby formula business is being investigated. Wall Street Journal reports the Federal Trade Commission is probing whether companies including Similac maker Abbott Labs, Enfamil maker Reckitt Benckiser, and Gerber distributor Nestle colluded on prices before making bids for lucrative state contracts that would supply formula to poor families. Reckitt says it can't comment specifically. Nestle says it has responded to the FTC, but isn't saying exactly what the response is. Abbott says it is cooperating, and earlier this year said there is no collusion. Bloomberg Money Watch at 26 and 56 past every hour. I'm Andrew O'Day for 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
Wins News Time, 427.
This is an important notice to consumers facing $10,000 or more in credit card debt, medical bills, or other unsecured debt. You may not be required to pay it all back because there are special programs now in effect that will significantly reduce the amount you will owe if you qualify. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. These programs, which the credit card companies like to keep secret, exist to aid American consumers struggling with overwhelming credit card debt by offering tremendous savings and real debt relief. Accredited Debt Relief has established a special hotline for you to call and learn what savings you qualify for. They've helped qualify consumers with over $1 billion in debt and are A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. So don't wait. Get the relief you need during these hard economic times. For this free information, call the Accredited Debt Relief Hotline now. Call 800-266-7171. 800-266-7171. That's 800-266-7171.
Let's face it, your company is still feeling the financial effects of the pandemic. And if you own a restaurant, dental practice, or other small business that perseveres through lockdown, a quick phone call to Omega Accounting Solutions can be a game changer. Omega Accounting Solutions is an established, respected accounting firm, helping businesses like yours receive the ERC tax credit. Unlike CPAs and others who may not grasp all the complexities of ERC, Omega's experts are fully trained to understand ERC qualifications and simplify the application process. Learn in less than 10 minutes if you are a good candidate. Call Omega even if you've applied for other pandemic assistance in the past. If your company employed 500 to 500 employees during the COVID crisis and continue to pay payroll taxes, you may be eligible to receive a refund of up to $26,000 per employee. Running a small business is challenging enough. Trust Omega Accounting Solutions to help claim the tax credits you deserve. Call now 1-800-300-9ERC or online at OmegaTaxCredits.com. The phone number again, 1-800-39ERC. That's 1-800-300-9372.
It's the Mets on SNY all season long. Tonight, catch the Mets as they take on the Chicago Cubs. Mets versus Cubs. Coverage begins tonight at 7 only on SNY and the SNY app. Get to New York sports here.
10-10 winds AccuWeather. We'll get some clouds going into the evening with a thunder shower in some spots, then turning out mostly clear, blustery, and chilly overnight. Low of 48 degrees in town, closer to 40 in the coldest northern and western suburbs. Tomorrow it'll be breezy and cooler despite a good deal of sun, a high of 67. That's a nice day, though. And then tomorrow night, mainly clear and chilly with the low of 53. Friday, we're starting off the weekend really nice. For Memorial Day weekend, sunshine and a few clouds, a nice afternoon, a high of 72, a high of 74 on Saturday, and a high of 76 on Sunday. Going to be a gorgeous weekend. Good afternoon. I'm Larry Mullins. Wins News Time at the Tone, 4:30.
Good afternoon. I'm Lori Madden. The Nassau County Executive led a rally today in support of Daniel Penny, the subway rider from Long Island who put a homeless man in a chokehold, killing him. Penny has been charged with second-degree manslaughter for the death of Jordan Neely, and Neely family supporters were also on hand in Lower Manhattan.
Let's hear it for Daniel Penny!
A few dozen military veterans waved American flags behind Nassau County Executive Bruce Blakeman, who called Daniel Penny a hero.
We're calling on Alvin Bragg to stop this senseless prosecution of a Good Samaritan, of a United States Marine veteran.
At times, Blakeman was shouted down by supporters of Jordan Neely. Carla Reyes of Harlem among a small group who called the rally deplorable.
Just days after Jordan Neely's funeral, that there are opportunistic politicians who are now using Daniel Penny to raise their own funds.
There was a very large police presence at the rally, and a few of Neely's supporters were arrested. Marla Diamond, 1010 wins on 92.3 FM outside the Manhattan Criminal Courthouse.
Weekday time, 4:31. Time now for traffic and transit with Greg Wright.
Now, Lori, it's happened again. Somebody else broke down the Cross Bronx eastbound, this time near Webster Avenue in the right lane. But what it's going to do is keep the George bad and then make it a little worse. We're still looking at a 30-minute ride on the upper level and 20 minutes on the inbound lower level of the George. You do a little bit better off of Route 4 and 46, but 80-95, yeah, only going to get worse. Getting out of town at the George, you missed your window. Southbound Deegan now getting worse from the west 230s. Northbound west side is a mess from the 50s, and everything else bad the whole way. Lincoln tunnels about 20 to 30 on the inbound ride. Outbound Lincoln 30 to 40, 40 to 60 at the outbound Holland. 30 in from the Skyway. Outbound covered roadway is a mess. So the Newark Bay, it's better either way. Garden State Parkway, somebody stalled out northbound in Irvington before exit 143. You got the left lane out. That's got you slow out of Clark. And then after 143, Parkway still bumper to Bloomfield. Southbound a mess out of Bloomfield all the way back to Cranford. Southbound 287 onto 440 north. All of it's bad from Piscataway over to the